What's good, peeps? Welcome back to the channel. There's a lot of talk out there about Madam Web right now. Rumor is she's going to show up in the Sony spider-verse. So today, we're going to take a look into the backstory of Madam Web. If this happens to be your first time here at the channel, we cover the backstories of comic book characters, especially those coming to, or rumored to be coming to, live action. So hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of your favorite comic book characters' backstories. Let's find out who is Madam Web. Madam Web's true name is Cassandra Webb. Cassandra was born blind and suffered years of neurological deterioration from the disease myasthenia gravis. In the process of compensating for these losses, she developed psychic abilities and became a medium. Madam Web's psychic abilities include telepathy, clairvoyance, and prescience. She can also astral project. Madam Web is cybernetically linked to a spiderweb-like life support system needed to assist with her bodily needs. The system can shift upright or recline and has robotic arms to assist her. It was designed by her late husband. Spider-Man was trying to stop a kidnapping of the publisher K.J. Clinton from the Daily Bugle. The kidnappers got away with the publisher, and when Spider-Man found a clue with Madam Web on it, he went to see Madam Web to see if she could decipher it, even though he thought she was a phony. She assisted Spider-Man in saving the real K.J. Clayton as well as the imposter, and she proved her abilities to Spider-Man. In a later phone call to Peter Parker, she left no doubt about her abilities when she let him know she knew about his secret identity. During their next interaction, Spider-Man sought Madam Web's help in stopping an assassination. She guided Spider-Man to the assassins and helped stop an assassination of a congressman. Later, Black Tom Cassidy hired the Juggernaut to kidnap Madam Web so he could misuse her abilities for evil. She saw the attack ahead of time and contacted Spider-Man to protect her. Spider-Man failed in his attempt to stop the Juggernaut. When Juggernaut removed Madam Web from her life support system, her body went into shock. The Juggernaut deemed her worthless in this state and left her on the floor to die. Spider-Man had her rushed to the hospital and her life was saved, but she had lost her memory. She no longer remembered her powers or Spider-Man's secret identity. Time passed, and out of the blue, Madam Web contacted Spider-Man for help retrieving an artifact. He successfully retrieved the artifact and turned it over to Madam Web, not knowing it was for Madam Web to use in Norman Osborn's Gathering of the Five. With the ritual they performed, each member of the Five would receive either power, knowledge, death, insanity, or immortality. It appeared at first Madam Web had received death, but actually she received immortality and found herself healthier and younger. Dr. Octopus used Madam Web's granddaughter, Charlotte Witter, to create a Spider-Woman who could cipher the powers of other Spider-Women. She siphoned the powers of Jessica Drew, Julia Carpenter, and Maddie Franklin. Madam Web brought these three Spider-Women together as a team and guided them to defeat Charlotte. Later, Charlotte siphoned Madam Web's powers, and that returned her to her elderly state. With the help of Maddie Franklin and Spider-Man, she regained her powers from Charlotte. Madam Web continued to assist Maddie throughout her time as Spider-Woman. She slowly returned to her elderly stage, but retained her immortality. She assisted Spider-Man against Stegron and allowed Peter Parker to communicate with Aunt May when she was in a coma after being shot by Kingpin's men. After Peter made the deal with Mephisto to save Aunt May and have the world forget his identity, Madam Web no longer remembered Spider-Man's secret identity, but their paths were destined to cross again. So what do you think of Madam Web? Personally, I think they could do some really cool stuff with her in the Sony Spider-Verse. What about you? Well, as always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to stop by the channel and check out my videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again real soon. I'll holla. Peace.